We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go from Denver. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a loss of
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. To throw is Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he could, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This about as short as you can get. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Yeah, pretty good. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. A run once more with Blue. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Third and short. Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That is Ferguson in motion. Dak is going to give this to Blue. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Snap on 1st and 10. Going up top. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
2nd down. Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Courtland Sutton. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Broncos.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing. Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Nick's going to look to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Here's Nix to throw. This one caught at the 4.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and the quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
They'll go once more from the 3. Third and goal. The RPO. That one is complete. This is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. On fourth down, here's Nix. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest.
A big hole. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 94 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw yet again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Right side, it's Franklin. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Complete, taken in by Franklin. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2. On the play fake, Dak moving to his right. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 2. Here we go. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On play action, here's Dak. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll throw again. Dak. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Now a second down throw for Prescott. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Third down coming up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Dak facing third and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. this from beyond 70 yards away. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get forward for a couple. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Glad the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Drew. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
15-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Denver.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On the ground, it's Blue. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and
6. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's down. That's complete to Blue. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Back to throw is Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And it's 3rd down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Out to his right. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Prescott. That is caught at 3. He's driving for the goal line, will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think if you fail on that 4th down, you give the ball to your opponent. All they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the 4th quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but to go out and try to win this game. Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott now. This one caught before. And he will score again. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
His kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 24, Broncos 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Throwing here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. They'll run with Blue. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. First down throw for Nix. To the sideline. Waddle grabs it.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, but just as importantly, stop the clock.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
He'll up this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Nick's going to look to throw, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. On 4th down, here's Nix. That's taken in, and they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First down.
Throw it, Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
2nd down. Nix. And he'll be taken down. They've got him back at the 50-yard line.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He connects with Mims. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 27 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he's in! Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup. All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Lamb going to see what he can do here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. He was trying to get it to CD Lamb. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Fourth down. Here's Dak. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Here's first and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
How often do we hear, Mike, when a team is trailing by 8, everyone says, well, it's still a 1-possession ball game. Yeah, but that's only if you can convert the 2-point try, which is kind of 50-50. So they got to stay aggressive, knowing they still need a 2-point conversion if they want to tie this thing up.
Nix now on first and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Back to throw is Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Nix gonna throw for it. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line. And that will all but end this game.
They put Pickens in motion. Receiver in motion, headed left. A give. Here comes Blue. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
Second and 3.
Second down, they need 3. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On third and short, they go with Blue. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Blue gonna get it again here on first down. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one.